Good Monday morning to all of you Hoosiers. My name is Ryan, and this is Indiana Weather Network. We're going to start pumping out some YouTube videos here at least 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, as well as in addition to any severe chances we may have. We'll talk about those if they fall on like a Tuesday or a Thursday. We'll make sure to get content pumped out for you guys and make sure you are taking it seriously and make sure you guys are aware of the threats. So let's go ahead and start with today's forecast. Today is Monday, July 7th, and we have a marginal risk for severe weather per the SPC. That is going to be the dark green color here south of Muncie and south of Indianapolis, this area right here. This is going to be a level 1 out of a scale of 5, with 5 being the worst, 1 being the lowest concern. We are in that dark green area, so places like Vincennes, Jasper, Evansville, Corydon, Bloomington, all the way up toward Richmond as well within that marginal risk. Further north in the light green color, we're going to call that level 0. That's a general thunderstorm risk where severe weather is not expected. We could have a couple pop-up storms or some rain showers that do impact those areas. Okay. Further to the north here in the gray color, that's the base map. Nothing happening there. And then the white color as well, same thing, base map. That is nothing happening up there. Perhaps some rain showers, but no thunderstorms, and certainly no severe weather is expected for those particular areas. Now, what are the hazards for today? And that's pretty easy, simple question. Pretty simple but easy question to answer today. Damaging winds. We have a lot of moisture out there. These storms may tap into that moisture and cause microbursts. What a microburst is essentially is a lot of heavy rain coming down with a lot of force. It hits the ground, it spreads outward. That outward movement with force can cause damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour, and that's the case today. Now, turning attention over to the model forecast here. This is the latest high-resolution rapid refresh model. Moving this through the afternoon hours, here's noon today, a couple showers out there. Here's 1 p.m. Eastern time. Take note, we have some pop-up storms from about Richmond down to about Bloomington, down toward the Evansville area that pop up right around that 1 p.m. time frame. Here's 2 p.m. Again, coverage stays pretty much isolated in nature. Here's 3 p.m. Here's 4 p.m. Any one of these storms could become briefly strong, perhaps severe, with damaging winds being the primary concern. Here's 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. By about that 9 to 10 p.m. time frame, storms are tapering off. We should be pretty much clear and done with storms for the evening by about that 9 or 10 p.m. sunset time frame. So that is your forecast for today. Now, going back here to a nationwide look, if you guys got friends and family out in the Dakotas, Nebraska, perhaps Kansas area as well, we have some severe weather chances that are much higher off to our west today, where even a tornado or two is possible along with damaging winds and large hail. But for Indiana here, we go ahead and click on Indiana. Go ahead and scroll down to tomorrow. We do have another risk in place for your Tuesday. We'll talk about that on tomorrow's video. But right now, the Vincennes, Evansville area is underneath a marginal risk. Once again, a low-end risk here for damaging winds. But do note almost the entire state, minus the Angola and Fort Wayne area, does have a risk for general thunderstorms as well. So perhaps more pop-up storms possible for your Tuesday. Some could be strong further south and further to the west. The week ahead, looking pretty warm out there, but not overly hot. Looking at mid to upper 80s here based out of Indianapolis. We're seeing the mid 80s here next couple of days. We get toward the weekend time frame here, the 86, 87, and 86 stat here. That's your weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Could be talking upper 80s, perhaps even a 90-degree stat there when all is said and done. But I think the main story here is going to be the humidity coupled with this warm temperatures. So it's not going to be overly hot, but the humidity, it's going to be continuing with dew points right around the 60s to 70s here, mid 60s to low 70s for our dew points. So here's Monday. We're going to notice a couple split areas here up by Gary. We're seeing dew points there in the low 60s, perhaps upper 50s there. So perhaps some relief further north, further west. Further south, though, closer to the river, Ohio River, we're looking at the low 70s. So very muggy conditions down here for the south part of the state. Going into Tuesday, that trend will continue. A little bit of a cool area, not really cool, but a little bit of a break further north here, mid 60s, perhaps even a 50-degree dew point by Angola. Further south toward Evansville, we're in the 70s. So relief further north, if you want to consider mid 60s the relief. It's going to be pretty muggy out there regardless. But as we get toward the Wednesday and beyond Wednesday, humidity comes back here pretty much statewide. 70-degree dew points for your Wednesday. And that's going to be the oppressive, like, it's really, really, oppressive out here, as we call it on our Muggy meter, disrespectful. Moving into Thursday here, those 70 dew points continue throughout the Thursday time frame, and especially into Friday. We're in the low, perhaps even a mid-70s dew points for their Friday. Saturday, you're looking at a very oppressive day with dew points mid to upper 70s possible further south. It's going to be very, very disrespectful outside. And then Sunday, a repeat there. Storm chances increase Saturday, Sunday as well, although we could have a couple days this week with pop-up storms throughout, starting with today, tomorrow as well. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday could be a repeat. So pop-up storms possible, some strong with damaging winds. The primary concern, anything hail or tornadic related is not expected. Should just be primarily a hail risk. Or sorry, primarily a wind risk with minimal hail and definitely no tornadoes expected. All right, that is your forecast update for the day. If there's a severe risk tomorrow, we'll pop back on here and do another video. In the meantime, we're going to end the video on a shout out to today's partner of the day. It is Rutgers Outdoor Services. They handle all tree services across the Indianapolis region. If you have storm damage or just need general tree services, go ahead and give Rutgers Outdoor Services a call. Numbers on your screen, 317-665-3969 is their number to get a hold of them. And as always, thank you to Rutgers for being today's partner of the day here at Indiana Weather Network. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. You guys enjoy your Monday.